Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lions of the Republic, the podcast right here on the Wrestling Republic page for all things New Japan and beyond. We are your hosts, Ben and a very sleepy Suki,
Yes.
and today we have a lot of kind of little bits of news to cover. And of course, for the second episode in a row, we have to start with a tribute and a eulogy
Yeah.
to former New Japan Young Lion Katsuya Kitamura, who passed away at the age of 36 2 days ago as of the date of recording.
So from the date of recording 2 days ago, also I believe yesterday by the day of recording, I think it's either yesterday or the day of his death. Yeah, there was a New Japan show in Korakuen where so if you guys don't know who Katsuya Kitamura is, you probably seen him somewhere if you just search up New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a big buff. He's a big buff guy. It's hard for it's hard for him to it's hard for you to miss him. But so I guess to summarize his career, so he started off as an amateur wrestler, where he was going to compete in the 2012 Japan Olympics team. Yeah, but he got banned. I believe I think it's a year before.
2011.
Oh yeah, 2011. He got banned in 2011 due to I think some testing positive for steroids. Then I believe 2015, I believe that my head.
Yes, he entered the dojo in 2015
Yep.
as part of the same class as Tomoyuki Oka, who is better known as the Great Okan.
Yes. And so his run lasted until early January 2019, where to highlight his career in New Japan, since he was a young lion, he did all the young lion things. But and during that time, they still had the Young Lion Cup, where Katsuya Kitamura, he defeated everyone in his block and won the 2017 Young Lion Cup. So and then 2018, when I believe he competed in like some series of matches where he competed against like the big guys, right? Yeah. So in those series of matches, I believe he missed one match due to I think he missed a match in God, let me just pull up the wrestling
That's right, I
report.
got you. Kitamura unfortunately suffered a series of severe cerebral concussions, and so he picked up his first one in 2018, and they sort of dogged the remainder of his wrestling career. In 2019, it was therefore announced that due to the multiple concussions and the severity of those concussions, he would no longer be able to compete in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was not medically cleared to fight pro wrestling matches. He transitioned back to MMA, where he had a brief career, but again, those health issues just piled up. And that was kind of the last he had featured in the public eye, those losses in MMA, until his tragic and untimely passing at the age of 36. Notably, at the show in Korakuen yesterday, which I was watching live, Great Okan, during his entrance, did Kitamura's muscle pose entrance taunt instead of his Dominator sort of did his kind of doing his usual taunt.
Yeah.
And that got a big reaction from the crowd.
Yeah, I believe he cried backstage during his backstage comments. I believe he said something. He mentioned the 2017 Young Lion Cup winner, so that's what he said, as referring to Kitamura, and he started to, I guess, tear up a bit, where you can see, how much Kitamura meant to, how much one dojo mate, even though he didn't make the cut, it still affects the whole. I guess it still affects the whole pack of the Lions. months. So it's really
And yeah,
gone. Yeah,
Great-O-Khan
yeah,
was very determined to, because obviously Great-O-Khan and Tomoyori Oka are different people in New Japan kayfabe. So
yeah. But yeah, I mean, today I believe Hinare also did hit a
mm,
muscle pose during that match. Uh, but to go back to his death, I guess I mean at the age of 36, he would have accomplished so many things by now. He would have accomplished so many things by now if all those concussions didn't hit him. He would probably been fucking fuck it world champion by now by his like big
mm,
ass body and like his strong style that he has. So I believe that he would have been a big guy internationally. I believe that he would have been a big guy nationally. I believe that he would have been, I guess, some guys I would have liked to see him face was like guys like Ishii, maybe if it's international guys, maybe Eddie Kingston. Fucking throw him with Moxley. I don't care. But the point I'm making is at the age of 36, he I mean it's a young age to lose a very talented wrestler. But
mm.
but just think of all the things that he would have completed by now if all those concussions didn't hit. But but here at Wrestling Public, we are saddened by the loss of Katsuya Kitamura.
May
I
he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. We send our condolences to his friends and family. Hey, Ben, do you want to add something?
No, I think you've said it beautifully. Obviously, there's been a year of great loss for New Japan and for wrestling worldwide, and this is just another tragic loss. And hopefully, his friends and family backstage and around the world and around Japan
Yeah,
are able to find some closure from the sheer outpouring of love there has been for him online, in the ring.
yeah. I mean, he was a good guy backstage too. I mean, I saw this tweet by Will Ospreay where when Katsuya Kitamura was introducing himself, he said, "I am young boy," and then Will Ospreay's like a sudden reaction was like, "Yeah, you ate one," and then so those are all funny stories of Kitamura that go around. He's a very nice person by what I hear of, but we're very much saddened by the loss of Kitamura. I mean, like you said, this year, many deaths in the wrestling world in general. I mean, we just lost Inoki 2 weeks ago, and then there's people still mourning his loss. I mean, his wake happened, I believe, 2 days ago, before the
Mm,
Kitamura. And just these things just pile up and pile up. But I mean, New Japan knows how to it so even though these things happen, I guess the show must go on to quote good Freddie Mercury. Um the show
mm,
must go on and uh, still all these wrestlers still live in our souls, still are embodied into these companies.
mm,
It's just tragic to see them gone so soon. I mean, so he, I mean, Kimura, 36 years old. I mean, Inoki, we lost him like around 2 weeks ago, I believe. What was her name again? Sarah Lee, I believe.
mm.
What's her name?
Sarah Lee, of
Sarah Lee.
course,
Yeah,
also still in her
yeah,
30s, very young, and even people like Daphne,
yeah,
um, all sorts of legends we've lost, and the pro wrestling world mourns once again.
yes,
And I'm just glad that at New Japan shows we're seeing tributes to him being paid,
yes.
and especially by Okan and by Hanare. So
Ryogoku and Inari.
All hail.
Yes, so yeah,
Speaking of,
yep.
we've got a couple of results to jam through. The declaration of power results, and also the standings for the New Japan World TV Tournament,
First
New
before
Japan
we
World
go,
Television Championship.
first before we go into the declaration of power
Hmm.
results, let me just tell you this. What the fuck did I tell you last week? The fuck did I tell you last week? You saw he was gonna lose, didn't you? You saw Master Wato was gonna lose, didn't you?
Yep. No.
What the
Right.
fuck did I tell you
Good.
last week? Dreams never die.
But,
Dreams never die.
yep. Right. I'll hold my hands up. I got that one
Yeah.
wrong. So before we jam through the declaration of power results, it's worth noting that the Battle Autumn Tour is seeing the undercard matches for the New Japan World TV title. So on October 14th, David Finlay defeated Yoshinobu Kanemaru in the first match. He will go on to face Zack Sabre Jr., who defeated Alex Zane, which was very close, actually, I will have to say. And then today, literally, the show finished like a couple of hours ago, my time. Let's see, who have we got? Evil defeated Aaron Hanare. Yay, Evil. And in a shocking upset, Yoshihashi defeated Jeff Cobb.
Big match Yoshihashi. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba.
And tomorrow, as of the day of recording, we have Sanada versus Taichi in a whose pecs are the tightest match. And we have Hiroki Goto versus Kenta. And then we have to wait until October the 26th for the match that I actually want to watch, which is Ishii versus Ren Narita. And then also on the 26th, we have Okan and Toru Yano.
Yeah, get ready to see him pinned.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, packed tournament to say the least. I mean, I was expecting when they said they were gonna focus on more younger talent, I was expecting young lions taking losses, but
Hmm.
still, we got some good guys in there.
Yep,
Maybe
it's ironic that about six of the participants are over the age of 40, but we'll live.
oh, I mean, yeah, if they can put on like great matches under 15 minutes, then sure.
If I could put the title on the garter, put the title on the garter, you cowards. Um, in reality, I can see Ren Narita winning. I think he's actually a dark horse pick.
I Who do I see winning though? I mean,
But
there's a lot of
I think I'm going to predict that in fact the winner will probably, in terms if they want to push David Finlay, they'll put it on David Finlay,
yeah.
or it'll be Zack Sabre Jr. or Ren Narita.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zack Sabre Jr. since he hasn't had the brightest year, but I mean he has high ups and lows.
Mm.
High highs and low lows, as I might say. I mean, like his promo that he did in Corkin. I mean, this might be a chance for him to shine once again, Zack Sabre
Question
Jr.
is, have you ever seen a Zack Sabre Jr. match go shorter than 15 minutes if he isn't just winning by like fluke? He
Uh,
wrestles very slowly.
to be honest, yeah, true. I mean, the Alex Zane match, I think it was like 10 seconds
Mm.
left, I believe. But
Yeah,
still, the TV title, another title on in New Japan. Um, Bia will probably,
looks stupid.
yeah. I mean, I thought they were gonna actually go for a TV design for a second, but yeah, not the best looking title in New Japan, I must say. But still, it's a good guys. It's a good way to get younger guys up the card. Maybe not up the card, but I guess like Obari said, he is gonna set the title matches in towns that you don't normally think that you would quite see title matches. So in like the rural like the rural parts of Japan, uh maybe Yamaguchi might find one. It's like it's somewhere around
Yeah.
I believe it's somewhere around north of Osaka. And then we might see many eh, eh, um uh younger talents getting pushed up to card again. Maybe we might just see Baby Shibata win his first title in New Japan Professional Wrestling.
Call him Mini Shibata, not Baby Shibata. Um, yeah, so that is the TV. That is the TV tournament update. Now we have Declaration of Power, which was a fairly fun show, I think.
Yeah.
What do we got? Okay, right. In a beautiful tribute to Antonio Inoki, I think everyone should just watch that title match. Then opening match, we had David Finlay, Robbie Eagles, and Ren Narita win. Narita pinned Dookie after a belly-to-belly suplex, so I did not see that coming. But it's nice to see Narita get his win.
Yeah.
Then we had Dangerous Tekkers versus TMDK, with Zack Sabre Jr. pinning Bad Dude Tito after the European clutch. Tanahashi, Hikuleo, and Ryosuke Taguchi defeated Evil, Yujiro, and Sho. So guess what? That means they get a shot at the Never Six-Man Tag Team titles.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Taguchi's gonna get pinned. Taguchi's gonna get pinned.
Hikuleo basically murdered Sho for the finish. Sho sold so well for Hikuleo. They made Hikuleo look like the most threatening thing ever. And yeah, Hikuleo chokeslammed Sho, and then Taguchi got dropped on Sho for the pin. Great Khan and Jeff Cobb defeated Bishamon, so Khan on the Cobb getting a strong win. They determined that they are the number one contendership for the IWGP Tag Team Champions. Jeff Cobb pinning Yoshihashi after hitting the Tour of the Islands, which is ironic given that then Yoshihashi then pinned Jeff Cobb today after hitting the Karma. And Jeff Cobb called out FTR after that match. Here we go. Here's the first major development of Declaration of Power: the United Empire versus LIJ match. Akira goes to rip off Bushi's mask, and then
Bloody Tintin.
Titan, if you're going to pronounce it in the Spanish way.
Teton. Fucking Teton came. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw, is he even in the fucking country? I'm like, yeah, sure, he's in the fucking country. So Teton came in, he started to attack UE members.
Mhm.
Bushi hit the MX on Francesco Akira. After the match, all LIJ members except Takagi were in the ring, and then we see Teton pulling over his over mask, and then there he reveals, and he was like, my name is Teton, and and I think he said something like, I don't waste opportunities, and and I'm here to make new opportunities by joining laws. Ingobernables de Japón. And then
The irony being that Titan in Best of the Super Juniors got absolutely bodied. I think he was like 3-6 for wins losses.
so the Yeah, fucking Naito was just like, oh, come on in. And then I'm like, sure. And then so they did the hand signal. And then now potential new challenges for the IWGP Junior Tag Champions. And then perhaps to what I call the comeback of Bushi with a B. Of Bushi with a B.
Yeah. Hello to the Wrestle Kingdom match, by the way. There is no way this is not the Wrestle Kingdom match.
Yeah. Next.
I mean, it's nice to see Titan back in New Japan. I think he showed a lot of promise in that Best of the Super Juniors, even though he was losing a lot.
Yeah.
Quite hilariously, on the commentary, at least on the English comms, Chris and Kevin were saying this is LIJ's first ever non-Japanese member. I'm guessing we're just all ignoring that time that Jay Lethal was technically a member of LIJ for like a solid 6 months until Naito got bored and kicked him out. But apparently that's not canon in New Japan anymore. So LIJ's first brackets, actually second close brackets, non-Japanese member is El Titan. And the very best of luck to him. Look forward to seeing you and Bushi in Junior Tag League and Best of the Super Juniors in the future. Of course, worth noting that El Titan is contracted, or Titan is contracted to CMLL. He is a CMLL talent, a multi-time champion. So, Suki, you can absolutely kiss goodbye any chances of seeing Dragon Lee, Ryu Lee, anyone from AEW who's at all affiliated with AAA in a New Japan ring for the foreseeable future, since New Japan seem to be doubling down on that CMLL partnership.
Well, fuck. All right. All right.
Moving on. We then had the match that I got wrong.
Kiss my ass.
I'm not coming to Japan just to kiss your ass, mate.
All right. Fucking. All right, let's fucking say this. Who saw?
Do you want me to say it? Do you want me to say it? And you want to hear the words coming out of my mouth?
Yeah, say it.
Master Wato pinned Taiji Ishimori with the Resinamiente.
Good.
Master Wato has a pinfall win over Taiji Ishimori,
Yes.
clean in the middle of the ring, and has therefore earned himself a shot at the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Or has he?
These fucking cowards at New Japan. Why the fuck did they add Hiromu Desperado into the mix? What the fuck? When did Hiromu come in? Okay, I'm all in for fucking Wato, but Wato better win this shit. He won against Ishimori. If Hiromu wins this shit again, I'm like, fuck New Japan.
I mean, the match was clearly meant to be Hiromu, Kushida, Despi, and Ishimori. It's meant to be like, four of the greatest junior heavyweights of the 21st century. In reality, what we've got is three of the greatest junior heavyweights in the 21st century, and Master Wato is also there.
Underdogs. An underdog story will arise. I have a wild. Okay, let me just say this. Wrestle Kingdom 14. Fuck, not 14. 17. Expect Master Wato. Don't expect David Finlay. Fucking expect Master Wato. Because fucking hell, I'm biased as fuck, but but Master Wato is what I believe to be the future, is what I believe to be the next El Desperado, the next Hiromu Takahashi, the next Taiji Ichimori of this junior division, junior division. Fucking Kushida, he's probably not gonna be in Japan for a long time since he's in Los Angeles now, and he's
ill
for big matches. We need a Hontai. Okay, wait, what's a Hontai guys that we have? Who's a Hontai guy that we have? Who's a big Hontai juniors that we have? Tell me, someone except Master Wato.
Ryosuke Taguchi.
Ryosuke Taguchi. Well,
he's old, I know.
He's old, yeah.
Tiger Mask. Robbie Eagles. No, he's in Chaos. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, he's in Chaos. Master Wato just play this shit back in like the next few like months or so,
Mm.
or when Master Wato wins Wrestle Kingdom 17. Master Wato will be the next junior heavyweight to carry this fucking division. Because I mean,
So so
look at it.
so what if Hiromu breaks his neck again? They'll have Master Wato as the main babyface.
I'll have Master Wato as a main babyface. I mean,
All
oh,
right,
Desperado, he'll keep on doing death matches. Taiji Ishimori, he's a
will
fucking
defend the belt once every 3 calendar years. He hasn't defended it since February.
Taiji Ishimori. Fucking hasn't defended the belt against it February, like he said, like fucking Ben said. Master Wato, let me just tell you, good moveset, good charisma, fucking sells good t-shirts, I believe so. And fucking hell, he's young as fuck, bro. And then, if you think, name one junior heavyweight that will carry this division. Name one, except Hiromu, El Desperado, and Taiji Ishimori.
Francesco Akira.
Francesco, fuck me. A
He's
baby,
23. He's so young.
a baby face. A
A
baby
baby
face.
fine. Master Wato and also Francesco Akira if they turn him
Masquerado
face
and
because
Francesco
he
Akira.
is such a baby face.
Yeah, okay, yeah. To be honest, Francesco Akira. Yeah. I'm also on the Francesco Akira bandwagon.
Hmm.
But first on the list, you better put Master Wato on that fucking list of like top three
Yeah,
people that will carry New Japan Pro
all
Wrestling.
right,
Fucking
all
fantastic.
right. Fair.
I'm gonna go on this rant again, and I'm gonna
Oh
stop
God.
before I go, and I'm gonna stop before I look like a clown the next episode. All right.
So the next match we had was the provisional KOPW 2020 uh, match. Shingo Takagi defeated El Phantasmo after hitting the. Let me just check.
Grand
He
Cobra.
hit. Well, it was an octopus hold.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he tapped him out.
Oh, shit.
So Shingo Takagi was declared ELP's daddy. ELP wore a shirt that said Shingo is my daddy. ELP went in for a hug. ELP broke the hug, kicked Shingo in the dick, and then double foot stomped the KOPW trophy.
That match, yeah, pretty decent match. I mean, it was a good showing. But after the
Mhm.
match, that's what I care about. That's what I care about. Nice.
Quite interesting. Quite interestingly, though, Shingo did kick out of the CR2.
Yeah.
So Shingo had to, so ELP had to resort to the CR3, which Shingo was then able to counter into the Made in Japan um, to kind of start the end sequence. So Shingo did kick out of Phantasmo's finisher, his primary finisher.
Yes. And it was just announced today, right after, literally a few hours ago. It was just announced that the match between Shingo Takagi and El Phantasmo uh, at Rumble at 44th Street will either be a street fight or a last daddy standing match. So, which one will you pick, Ben? A last daddy, you want to see a last daddy standing or baby and daddy street fight?
Um, I mean, isn't this technically domestic abuse?
Yeah, well, technically, not probably.
Mm. You know what? I need to have a think about that stipulation. Whilst we're on the topic of Shingo over in the United States, fans of in New York will get to see Shingo Takagi wrestle at a couple of indies as
Mm.
well as at New Japan. Shingo Takagi will be appearing at House of Glory Wrestling, where he'll be wrestling low key. God help us all. Hopefully, Shingo Takagi will pumping bomber his head off, hit the last of the dragon, and that'll be the end of that. But it's low key, so low key will probably go over. Yay! And he'll do it whilst dressed up in that shitty Hitman cosplay as well. I don't like low key. He's an incredible in ring talent, but the man has an attitude that he disrespected New Japan so heavily, and his Twitter feud with Kenta, where he accused Kenta of selling out and dishonoring the memory of Inoki, when low key is the person who insisted on dressing up in his Hitman cosplay and then threw a hissy fit when he wasn't allowed to wear his little shirt and tie at Wrestle Bloody Kingdom.
Your ranting's fun, isn't it?
Mm,
Isn't it?
yeah, I just think Loki is a hypocrite. Anyway, but Shingo's going to go and murder him, so that's gonna be fun.
Hey,
Then in our semi-main event, Okada Kazuchika, the Rainmaker, but defeated Jonah after the Rainmaker, where basically Okada got the hell beaten out of him for half the match and spent the other half kicking Jonah in the leg, which all had its payoff when Jonah went for his torpedo splash, fell off the top rope, and Okada did the suplex, two drop kicks for landslide, and Rainmaker 1, 2, 3. Very good match here.
Yeah, very good match. I would see it as since this was kind of like an Inoki tribute show. I would see it as the modern day Inoki versus Vader. To be
Yeah,
honest,
that's absolutely what they were trying to emulate here, even with the kind of top rope splash reference, because of course Vader used to do the Vader splash.
and
Lots of lovely tribute here.
oh
So
yeah,
Okada did not hit the Enziguri, which I was expecting him to hit, but
I think another big reference to the Inoki versus Vader matches was the gnarly ass German suplex Jonah delivered to Kazuchika Okada, where I mean, if you don't call this a modern day Vader versus Inoki, I don't know I don't know who you are. But still, very amazing match. I think that we were all expecting Okada to win since this was, I think, the one of the main big matches before Wrestle Kingdom, and next month we have a US title match on the main event. So we were all expecting Okada to win, but what a showing!
Yeah, yeah, Jonah, congratulations! What a run!
Yeah.
If some people are saying Jonah's going to go back to WWE, some people are saying he might go back to Impact or whatever. I hope Jonah stays around New Japan. He's clearly found his niche.
Yeah.
And finally, in your main event, Jay White retained the IWGP Heavyweight Championship over Tama Tonga. Nobody saw this one coming.
Yeah.
Tama Tonga absolutely did his best for this one. Super fun match. Jay White hit the gun stun on Tama Tonga. I think, did Tama hit a Blade Runner? No, he hit the Tongan twist.
Oh.
And the what's it called? The Samoan splash, the Superfly splash.
Oh yeah, the Supreme Floor, Supreme Floor, or whatever he calls it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Superfly splash, but obviously Jimmy Superfly Snooker was a murderer, so we probably don't want to call that.
So I think I already just saw this coming for Jay to retain the title. I think I addressed this last episode. Tama Tonga is good, just not Wrestle Kingdom main event, was he?
Yeah, but absolutely, he's now in a position where he is now more credible.
Yeah.
To
maybe the US title scene. I don't know.
Yeah, he's credible as a singles guy now.
He's credible as a singles guy. And since so recently, actually, I forgot to address this. Recently it was revealed that Tangaloa would be out for the rest of the year due to an injury. So no POG this World Tag League. But this is a good time for maybe they can put Tama on like a maybe they can put the young lions against the big guy at the start of the shows for World Tag League. See, maybe Tama can prove his spot there as a single wrestler, beat up some young boys. So yeah, but I think that we can all agree that Tama progressed from Bullet Club and he can finally be declared as a singles wrestler. I mean, if the Intercontinental Championship was still here, he would definitely be an Intercontinental Championship guy. I mean, look at him.
Absolutely. Yep, so that was Declaration of Power. From Declaration of Power, we did have 2 matches confirmed for Wrestle Kingdom. First of all, the 4-way dance for the junior heavyweights. And also, after Jay White won, Okada popped up to say, "Hey, you've got me at the Dome." And Jay White said, "Yeah, no, we're still 4-1, mate. You know, I've got your number. I'm going to beat you this time. I've beaten you every time." And then Okada opened his mouth and said, "Yeah, well, this time I'm doing it for Inoki." And let me tell you something, Suki. If you believe right now that Jay White is going to beat Kazuchika Okada at the Tokyo Dome,
I don't.
let me sell you this bridge. There is no way, after Antonio Inoki dies, that Kazuchika Okada is losing to Jay White at the Tokyo Dome. I didn't think it was likely, but I thought it was more possible before Inoki's death. Now Okada is fighting for the legacy of Inoki. If Okada loses at the Tokyo Dome, if Okada loses at the end of the 50th anniversary year, when he's doing this whole Inoki tribute, even before Inoki dies, if Okada loses, I will, I don't know, do the entire podcast in German or something. If Okada loses, I will live and on air for your entertainment, Suki, and for the entertainment of our fans. I will sing the praises of House of Torture. I will watch every single Gideon Grey match from Rev Pro. I will never watch a Chris Brooks match ever again if Okada loses at the Tokyo Dome.
I mean, yeah. Since he said I'll do for Inoki, there's just one thing that he has to get or has to do. Get him to Rainmaker Jay White and then walk out of the Tokyo Dome as as IWGP World Heavyweight Championship with confetti flying down his head. Go to the truck, go to the backstage booth and say I did it for Inoki. That's the end of Wrestle Kingdom. That's gonna be the end of Wrestle Kingdom.
And
And
he'll say that live in the ring. Send the crowd home happy.
Send the crowd home happy. If he doesn't do that, I mean, I'm not placing any bets. It's you, my friend. It's only you, my friend. So I think that we should preview Battle Autumn next. So
Yep, Battle Autumn. What do we got?
after the after a Declaration of Power, for some reason I keep saying Declaration of Independence for some reason. After Declaration of Power in Chiba, did not actually wait. First, actually, the NJPW a world title. Will again that will be going through the whole tour tomorrow by the day of recording. Again, they'll have another match 27th, 26th Aomori, and just like all of these matches in like rural areas that will have big bang hitter matches. So they'll just send the crowd home happy with some high paced amazing wrestling. So the semifinal. And I actually, before I go into that, let me just pull up the card real quick. So in Aomori, we will have again our best match of the whole entire tour. The never openweight six-man tag team championships. The champions, the Murder Machine Show, the Tokyo Pimp Fujiro Takahashi, and the King of Darkness Evil. And then
Yay.
the challenger team. We got Mr. Butt Stuff Taguchi, Big Ass Hikuleo, and Ace of the Universe Hiroshi Tanahashi. We'll probably see Taguchi or Hikuleo get pinned. And again, House of Torture will rise again. Oh, okay. I might
Can
just.
we have can
I
we have like Narita, Alex Coughlin, and Tomohiro Ishii as the big strong lads just come and beat up House of Torture, please?
Yeah, I mean, that would be fun. I mean, that would be fun too. So, oh yeah, Chiba. I was gonna say Chiba, and then I checked. It's just the New Japan World Tournament that's not been
Hmm.
announced. So we're gonna hop on to Osaka. It's the last day. It's the last day of the tour.
Hang on, Naito in Osaka. It's in Osaka.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's gonna get booed out the building.
Yeah, well, it's a non-cheering show, so don't worry. It's a
He's
non-cheering
gonna get clapped out the building.
half of the building. So to lead to the four-way at Wrestle Kingdom 17, which I still believe Master Wato will win. We will have an incredible tag match, as New Japan would like to call it, where
Mhm.
Master Wato, El Desperado, Taiji Ishimori, and Hiromu Takahashi, they will be separated into tag teams and then they will face each other as their tag teams. So we might just see Hiromu Takahashi and El Desperado go up against Hontai and fucking Bullet Club.
So,
So
just for clarity, because Hiromu and Despi are such bitter rivals, there is no way that they're not a tag team. I'm sorry, there is no way it's not Hiromu and Despi versus Wato and Ishimori.
yeah, I mean, true. Yeah, but if you were the booker and then all rivalries were out the window, what tag teams would you like to see in this tag match in this incredible tag match?
Honestly, I put Wato and Hiromu together, and I'd book it face heel. I think watching Hiromu and Wato flying all over the place would be fun,
Yeah.
and I think watching the small angry Chihuahua, sorry, I mean the Bone Soldier, um, and Desperado trying to pull bullshit together would be very entertaining.
Oh,
Um,
yep,
but honestly, that's not really the match I'm looking forward to the most on that show.
yep. Next, we have the semifinals for the New Japan World TV TV Championship Tournament, where it's still yet to be declared since it's a tournament. But and then these two matches will lead up to Wrestle Kingdom, where it will be the finals, and then at the end, we just might see Mini Shibata win
Hmm.
his first ever championship in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Next, um, what I've been waiting for, Aussie Open is coming to Japan for a New Japan show
Yep.
with
Yay!
their opponents still not being still not being declared. But then, who would you like to see Aussie Open facing Japan?
Ooh, good question. Um, uh, like all the tag teams now, please.
Um, so God is out the building.
I think Khan on the Cob would be quite entertaining.
See a con on the cob. Yeah, that would
Um,
be quite
I'd
entertaining.
like to see them versus Dangerous Tekkers, just
Oh,
because I want to see Mark Davis and Taichi having a chop off whilst Kyle Fletcher and Zack Sabre Jr. both shout "Oi" at each other from other sides of the rings.
Aussie, Aussie,
Um,
Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
oi.
Yeah, that might be fun. Yeah, but still, Dangerous Techers versus Aussie Open. That's gonna be fun. That will. that will blow the roof off the place.
Mm.
But it depends on Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi's roles in the New Japan World TV tournament, the TV Championship tournament, where mine
Mhm.
well, fucking you cowards at New Japan, put them together at Wrestle Kingdom. I want to see them. I want to see them fight. Next, I just don't want to get this wrong because no way the Never Openweight Championship is gonna main event this show. Next, we have the Never Openweight Championship. Carl Anderson, the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson will be defending his Never Openweight Championships that he still carries against Hikuleo. So since we're on
And
the
Hikuleo is going to lose.
since we're on the topic of Carl Anderson now, we're just gonna take a little pit stop. So
So, Carl Anderson and Doc/Luke Gallows are back in WWE. They've reformed the legally we're not allowed to call them Bullet Club group called the OC, the original club, with AJ Styles. So for legal reasons, we're not allowed to call them Bullet Club. We'll just ignore the fact that their theme is also a very heavy guitar-based riff. Now, the reason I say that Hikuleo is going to lose to Anderson is that it is widely reported that the deal that WWE and New Japan have come to allows Carl Anderson to work Wrestle Kingdom. So, chances are he's going to lose at Wrestle Kingdom.
yeah, so I mean Hikuleo, he's big and all, but I mean, is he a title worthy challenger for a Never Openweight Championship yet? I mean, not yet. In like next year he might, but still, Hikuleo probably won't. But
Hmm.
since Carl Anderson moved to what I like to call the dark side, uh, for some reason, I don't know why, but I think Triple H just take over and turn it into the light side. But I mean, it's fun to see Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows back in WWE. I think,
Yeah, congratulations to them. We wish them all the best.
yeah. Um, I like how we were all just suspecting another. Okay, oh my dog's in my dog status. Fuck. uh, I like how we were suspecting like another forbidden door between WWE and Japan. Again, I think around last year we were suspecting New Japan being the official Japan partnership for WWE when Vince
But
was,
no,
yeah, but no, nothing else. But yeah, so I guess Carl Anderson will be with New Japan until next year, and then he's all,
presumably Luke Gallows will be around as well
yeah,
because
yeah, he's fucking good brother with all that shit. And he'll move to WWE. Just, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, congrats to them. I mean, you're going back to WWE. I mean, Triple H is the new booker, so I think that we might see better things that we saw when Vince was a booker. But we're
yeah.
not a WWE podcast. I barely watch it now, so
Yeah,
I
no, we're not a WWE podcast, and our colleagues over at Clark and Kobe's Republic Ramble and Take It to the Table will be covering this and all your latest WWE news, so do keep an eye on that.
yes. And next,
Um, and then I think the final match on that card is the match I'm most looking forward to, and yes, that's a um, even over the Aussie Open match, which is out of norm for me.
we got Will Ospreay versus El Ingobernable Tetsuya Naito.
Yay!
So, who do you have winning for this match? Who do you have winning?
Uh, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know because I can't tell who they're lining up for Wrestle Kingdom.
I so personally, in my standpoint, there's both are very good reason for a, a, a win. I mean, Will Ospreay. I mean, he's fucking Will Ospreay.
Mhm.
And Tetsuya Naito, since he already lost to Will Ospreay once in the semifinals of the G1, I mean, we just might see the comeback of Tetsuya Naito. But both are worthy US title holders. I mean, we just might see a Naito hitting the Destino multiple times on Will Ospreay and then finally taking the pin.
Fair
And
enough.
and we just might see just Will Ospreay just murdering Tetsuya Naito and just ending DQ. No shit, wait, not a DQ, a referee stoppage. But I mean, their G1 performance really it was an amazing show at the G1.
Hmm.
And again, they'll just one up it again here in Osaka.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's going to be a fun match as well. I
yeah,
think lots of people are going to be excited for it. I know I'm excited for it, so I just hope they tear the place down.
yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if we get the crowd breaking the noise restrictions because, yeah.
So
So that is the card, isn't it?
that is a card. I have one question for you. So
Go on.
if if Osprey wins, who do you think will be the next challenger for Wrestle Kingdom? And if Naito wins, who do you think will be the next challenger for Wrestle Kingdom?
If Naito wins, Juice Robinson.
Juice Robinson. Juice Robinson? Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think Juice will turn up and say, "Oh, I was the champion. You've never beaten me, so." Da, 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 da. Um, if Osprey wins,
Yeah.
if Osprey wins, see, this is the problem. I am firmly of the belief that someone from AEW would have been challenging. And I'm not going to say, oh, it would have been Kenny, because Kenny was still too injured. But we do know that Gedo and Tony Khan met to discuss logistics. And we do know that I'm just checking as well if because we've got the what's it called? Um, we've got the. I'm just checking the status for the women's belt as well because that's also on the card.
Yeah.
I think if Will Ospreay beats Tetsuya Naito, I think the next challenger will be Shingo. If he's not, if he's still not got, if he's got the KOPW belt, because I think they're now 3-2 in singles.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to see Shingo versus Ospreay? I mean,
And that's at Wrestle Kingdom, so that's
yeah, it's a Wrestle Kingdom as well. They have great chemistry again. Amazing match in Best of the Super Juniors, amazing match in G1s, just overall, those two combined equals maybe perhaps another 5 star, perhaps maybe another 5 stars by Meltzer. But for my picks,
Mhm.
for me, if Naito wins, currently I don't think it'll be Juice because
You don't think it'll be Juice? Cool. Who do you think it'll be?
I think it'll be someone from both ways. I think it'll be someone from maybe both ways. I think it'll be someone from AEW. That's probably not contracted to AAA, but we can't do
Okay.
Andrade, can't we?
Yeah.
Do Andrade. Sammy Guevara? No, we can't do Sammy. Isn't he like the champion or something?
Triple A is a Triple A champion.
Boy champion. Yeah, fucking I was about to say Ty Conti for a second. I was
Ty Mello now. She's
Ty
Ty
Mello.
Mello.
Oh yeah, she's Ty Mello now. Yeah.
Um, so the other bit of news we actually need to cover is the situation with the IWGP Women's Championship.
Oh yeah.
So at Royal Quest, we saw Jazzy Gabert defeat Ava White in 10 minutes, the alpha female. Jazzy Gabert's semi-final match will be against the mysterious, newly identified X on the international side of the bracket, representing Stardom fans internationally, Kari.
Kyrie. So Kyrie. So if you don't know,
Kyrie.
Kyrie
It's
Singh.
it's just Kyrie.
It's just Kyrie. It's just Kyrie. So people don't know. It's just
Kyrie is back. She
Kyrie.
will be taking on Jazzy Gabert, and she's going to win because she's like the most over female on the entire Stardom roster.
And
Because
also,
people outside of Japan and outside of hardcore fan circles have heard of her. Meanwhile, on the Japanese side of the bracket, where the which will be happening this time next week, we have Mayu Iwatani and Momo Watanabe in one match, and Utami Hayashishita and Himeka.
so
So they're stacking that because they're stacking that tournament. I won't lie.
I mean, to be honest, I just see Mayu or Kyrie just winning the whole thing. To be honest, I mean, Mayu's the ace and Kyrie's Kyrie. Mayu's the
Yeah.
ace, Kyrie's Kyrie.
Yep.
So I probably
I
won't see anyone else getting the belt except those two. But how about you?
I think it'll be Mayu.
Like Mayu?
Yeah, I
No?
think it'll be Mayu. Kyrie is still too much. She's come back from injury and she's clearly cleared to compete, but she's still a handle with care.
So
But
yeah,
yeah, I think that's everything in wrestling news we need to catch up on today, and I need to go eat some dinner.
I I need to go get some healthy sleep.
So we hope you've enjoyed this episode where we're both very sleepy. Um, we've been your hosts, Ben and Suki. Follow us at Lions of the Republic at Lions of the Republic _WR, and do take care to like, subscribe, and follow through on YouTube to keep an eye on us and all of the other shows. We're super grateful for all of you. We remain your most humble and obedient servants, so if you'd like to send us feedback, we love your feedback. Um, Also, we are still looking forward to all of your exciting comments as well about what's coming up with Wrestle Kingdom. Looking forward to the usual surge in interest around Wrestle Kingdom, which is always nice to see. So if you have any questions, do drop us a DM or a comment and we'll do our best to answer. So all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching and we will see you soon. Got to give the people what they want though, Suki. And
You
no,
do.
it's not
I'm
dry
fucking
hard
tired.
juice Robinson.
You do. I'm fucking tired.
Ich, nee,
Snap.
da, da.
Ah.
It's the most pathetic one I've ever seen. Thank you very much.